name. From coast to coast, you know they know my name. Got the beats.
You gonna my one side. You make me give number. Me no feel look and pass.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are live here on this match reaction, instant match reaction, the first one ever for this show. And listen up, man. I don't know how long this is going to be, but it's going to be, because of your interaction. So we're going to go as far as that. And of course, smash the like button already. You know that. And let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section as well. Really important to know what you're thinking, what what your thoughts are on this one, and as well as, to be honest, I'm so delighted of what's happened on this particular match. I'm really delighted. I think that we deserve to win. We got it done, and ultimately that's what it's about. But I think that we were so much superior to these guys. We were just too superior. And and in the settle way, you know what I mean? In the settle way, not even like really going crazy and bombarding them. I think that Isak is the new MACKEM Slayer. I think that is a known fact right now. I mean, he is, you know what I mean? And I think he would have had a hat trick if it wasn't for that one single play. That it was the own goal, etc. Um, I think that was a great situation for him to have a hat trick. That would have been the cherry on top. But at the end of the day, man, we beat them like a drum, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. Farmer says bit of a buzzkill because Jolinton may be hurt. Hope is minor. Yeah, I think that is a possibility. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's good, and we don't get to really dwell on that too much. Is hopefully it's quick and painless. Something that maybe not necessarily needs a lot of rehabilitation, just something quick. Hopefully so. I would assume that's what it would be. It did look like it was painful, but it also did look like um, it may be just something that Eddie Howe did to kind of you know take back and don't get him injured more. I think that would have been a better way to put it. So, but regardless, hopefully so. Hopefully nothing is bad. And and listen, it's going to be interesting to see. But at the end of the day, that is one of the things that is not a positive on this match. But regardless, man, what a game, what a performance, right? I mean, ultimately that is the biggest deal right now. The biggest thing is on how we perform. I think that we were very well synced. I think that we were very that we just performed well. Now I will say this though, because at the end of the day, it is a championship team. This this Sunderland team, and it is a team that is depleted. I don't care. I wanted to beat them, and I'm happy to. So, big up on that. And big up everybody also joining right now from Twitter. We got 37 people live. Come on, man. Smash the like button. Follow, of course. Let's get to as many views and likes as we can get. Lewis, the Newcastle fan, says, we finally done it. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since 2011. 2011 that we didn't beat them. A long, long time. A lot of games played. They beat us in a lot of ways. But to be honest with you, this is my first ever derby really fully covering Newcastle United, and I think that I'm very, very happy with the outcome, happy with the way we played, and that's the most important thing right there, man. Just the way we played was really good, really great. And again, a lot of people are going to say, it's a minor team, it's a championship team. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we've been fatigued, we've been through injuries, and we still got the job done. We still were able to capitalize. I think that was a great opportunity. Jessica Noble, big up. Jessica says, "What a game! I can't believe it. Newcastle won Sunderland. Yeah, man, we got it done. We got it done 100%. And ultimately, that was the best the best news we can get. The Northeast is black and white once again. It was light work. It was really easy, to say the least. It was really easy. Um, Again, I think this could be a boost for some of these players. This could be a boost, 100%. Yaman says, Seagull, Seagull. Yaman says, best chant today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the Magpies were on point today in the stadium, man. The Magpies were in sync. It just Newcastle fans are just different. They're just different, man. I'm telling you, the ones that go to the stadium, the ones that are all over social media, we're different. You know what I'm saying? And big up to everybody. Of course, smash the like button. And people, I would appreciate it if you smash the like button. That way we can get to as many likes as possible and to as many people to come watch the show. Of course, Farmer says um, 0-3 game leaves no doubt. And I know it was a relief for Hal, his staff, and every player who is associated with NUFC, St. James's Park, and the Toon of Newcastle. Yeah, man, this was a must win. 100%. This was a needed win. This was a win that we just needed to have at this point. We've been going through a very, very tough time with our form lately in the Premier League. Still, we're going through it. It's not done. It's not easy. It's still one of those things that we need to better. And but at the end of the day, though, we're able to get it done. You know what I mean? We're able to get it done. I think that in the match, if you look at the match in particular, there's really nothing that could be said against Newcastle. They had one opportunity right there that they didn't even really conquer in the second half, late second half. So yeah, man, big up Semper Tempest. I think this is the first time you're on here, so I'm gonna give you the welcome music, brother. Welcome to the show, my brother. Big up the mag, says Semper. And also, Yaman says, hell of a game to raise morale in the lads with heads being dropped lately. Yeah, man, I 100% agree. I agree with that 100%. 100%. It's one of those things that we needed to do it, right? We needed to do it. And to be fair with you, I'm going to share my screen real quick because I want to share what we saw today in the live score. As you see right there. Let me hold on. Look at the scores. I want to look at the scores. By the way, this is not a match review per se, because the match review will be live tomorrow with a lot of the fellas coming on and having their say. By the way, comment and we'll be definitely interacting with you. Uh, this one is just a match reaction. I want to get everybody's reaction, Newcastle fans, everybody's reaction. I want to get to know all of you, get to know your name, subscribe, let me know where you're from, where you're supporting Newcastle. Newcastle is a growing community now. You know what I mean? It's not just in the northeastern area of England. I think it's everywhere. And starting with me, in the United States, farmers in the United States, of course. Yamai's in Newcastle. I don't know where Semper's from, but Jessica's from Newcastle as well, as well as Lewis. Hey, big up to Semper, man. Subscribe to the channel, brother. Appreciate you. I think you're the number 300 of the channel. I think the big up to you, man. I think that you are that number 300 guy. So I'm always going to remember you. Semper Tempest was the 300 subscriber of the American Magpie. So big up to you, brother. And Semper says, Miggy looked class. He never stopped, made good decisions on the ball. And that is the biggest thing right there. I was saying this. I was saying this the whole time. Like, this was a big game for Almiron. And that goal by Isak that he let, look at that. Look at that. Semper just subscribe. Big up to you, my brother, right there on the screen. Big up to you. And the Almiron play again, the Isak second goal. That would have been an easy situation for Isak to just try to score himself. Right? We all knew that. We all knew he was going to try to score. But he ultimately gave it up. He gave it up. And I was like surprised, and it went in. Of course, in the beginning, I didn't know if it was going to go in because a defender went in the goal. Could have easily blocked it, but Isak is a killer, man. Isak is just different. I mean, he's just a different type of player. He is a killer, and he's able to get it in no matter what. And so, but Almiron, man, I'm really proud of him. And last week I was really upset because he really was just thinking about himself, and you can tell that it's a big contrast from last time. uh Definitely a conversation between him and Eddie Howe must have happened, as to where he was like, "Look, man, you got to play for the team. You got to play for the team. I can't have you have an opportunity, two wide open guys, and you try to score a Hail Mary. You're trying to score a screamer, the goal of the season. You need to be for the team. I can guarantee you that that's what happened. And ultimately, you saw it in this match because in a play that he most likely would have just tried to score. And to be fair with you, he would have had an opportunity to do so. That would have been a fair, decent shot, but Isak was open and he was the better option. So he thought about it and he knew it and he just tapped it to Isak. And Isak, of course, a killer. But Miguel Almiron, I will agree with you. He had his best game, to me, one of his best games today. Really, really great, really class today. So hopefully he continues. If he continues like that, then we have a good shot of making things happen and him being that one player. We're still battling that though. We're still battling, the that is he is still a certain age where he should be a mature player already, almost 30. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with him. But Yama says that hey, Miggy and Bruno took these cheese right off their chips today. Like, yeah. I mean, I do agree. I mean, to me, Bruno Guimaraes was the man of the match. Um, just because I was really watching him closely and everything, he was just in tune. He was just a guy that pulled the strings in the middle, a guy that a lot of times goes unnoticed because if people are going to look at Isak, people are going to look at um, Almiron, of course, giving that assist. People are going to look at Gordon being active as well. People are going to look at Joe Linton screaming and flipping people off, or not flipping people off, flipping people over, dumping them on the ground like a wrestler. But and Bruno Guimaraes, of course, looking at getting the fans riled up, that was amazing. But he's a silent killer, and he just controls the tempo, controls the game for Newcastle United. And I think that Bruno, to me, is the man of the match. But let me know who you think is the man of the match. Let me know. I will be happy to read your opinion. Who was the man of the match? That is the question for everybody on the chat. Drop your likes, of course, smash the like button, and let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know in the chat who was the man of the match for you. Um, so was Joe Linton? So was Joe Linton before he came off? Yeah, that's one thing that we just don't know what happens with Joe Linton. We're not 100% sure. I really hope it's something simple because he is a needed man in the midfield. Needed man. Yaman says I was worried about Byrne, but he made some crucial tackles as well. So and I owe the big lad an apology. So I owe the big lad an apology. Well, not necessarily though. I mean, I listen. I've learned in the past week and a half that Eddie Howe is going to put Byrne in the lineup. He's going to put him on. That's just the bottom line. He's going to put him on. And so I've learned to deal with that, even though I don't necessarily agree with that. But I've learned to live that it is going to happen. So it is what it is, to say the least. It is what it is. Um, I also will say with Dan Byrne, I know this might be a little bit unfair because Almiron performed against a Sunderland team, so we're praising him. And with me saying that Dan Byrne looked decent and good against the Sunderland team would be unfair to him, but I can actually use both for both players. That they against bigger teams, against teams that perform better, they haven't really showed up to meet the expectations. I can say that, and it is fair to say. And so Dan Burn had a good game today. So did Almiron, but we got to be cautious because, like, Isak had a great game, right? And he is to me the new MACKEM Slayer. But we know that Isak has been performing. When you give him the ball, he performs. He gets it done in most games. Um, and Almiron and Dan Burn, to a certain extent, really haven't met that expectation yet in the season. So we'll see what happens. But today was a big stepping stone to get to that level, 100%. Yamal says Miggy's shot nearly took O'Nine's head off. Yeah, that is true. That was blinking hard. Yeah, he was like this. Oh, whoa, what the hell is that? Yeah, no, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. And to be honest with you, I had to look at that shot. See, this is me, not being or maybe having PTSD from Almiron all the time, that I was like, that looked like a good shot, but let me look at it from behind, from the back, to see if he actually aimed it at a good position. Because a lot of times Almiron just aims. The shots look strong, hard, and potent and good, but they go to the goalkeeper. You know what I mean? And so I had to look at it from the back and think, let me see if he aimed it right. And actually, it was going to a nice location, but that defender was just right there. And to be honest with you, that was the only place that he could have put it at. And I was happy with Almiron today. I praised him. I think he was my player to look for the beginning of the season. He let me down. He let us down a little bit. But I think that it's an up and down with him. It's ups and downs with Almiron. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that you love him, you hate him, and you just don't know what to do. Whether you need to keep him or send him off. It's one of those things, 100%. But yeah, that guy was blinking hard. Farmer says Miggy has been up and down in his play. Let's hope that this is a turning point. He ain't 19. No, he's not. If I'm not mistaken, Almiron is close to 30. Let me just see. Almiron. If I'm not mistaken, Almiron is close to 30. He's 29. Yes, he's my age. Yes, sir. He's my age. So he's not a young lad. You got to be careful, man. Semper Temper says, did you see after Gordon got his shirt ripped by that Sunderland player, and said to him, if you want my shirt, I'll give it to you after the match? Oh, he said that? No way he said that. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. He did, dude. He was ripping his shirt off. He ripped. I don't even think that Gordon changed his shirt. I think that was the shirt that he used the whole time. And so big up to Gordon. What the hell is this? Big up to Gordon, man. And he was amazing. He was amazing. Well, he was one of the best performing players. Amazing is a different. To me, I'm a hard judge, but Anthony Gordon really performed well. I just want more clarity from him. Like I want nice crosses. I want him to finish the job, to make some nice passes. A lot of the times he crosses and hits somebody, and it could happen, but if it happens all the time, one thing I will say, that Longstaff, and people say that I'm the Longstaff hater. I really hate to be that guy, but um, and I'm not really. But I just point out that he is not a starter. He is a starter now because we don't have many players, but he didn't have a good performance today. I don't think. And then again, people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, there we go. There's the long stuff agenda," but I don't have one. I just feel like he didn't catch my attention. But some of you, I posed a question: how did Longstaff perform for you? Let me know what you think about his play today, and let me know who you think the man of the match is. I want to know who the man of the match is, from your perspective. Who would be the man of the match for this match? I know one of you said Almiron, I think. For me, it was Bruno Guimaraes. Yamaha says, "Hey, that was funny." As F Semper Temper says, Almiron man of the match for me, but happy to see Bruno get it. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Bruno got it, but maybe he did. And I think he would be for me, 100%. Farmer says, Gordon, stand-up comedian. Oh, Farmer is crazy, man. Farmer's got the best beard. Look at him. He's got the best beard in the history of beards. IS Gameplay, big up to you, brother. Says, how with the lads? How with the lads indeed, man. We got it done. We got it done perfectly at Sunderland in the Stadium of Shite. Yamaha says, the thing about Miggy is even when he's off his game going forward, his endless gas tank tracking back is still effective. We tend to concede more when he's not playing. That's a good that is a good perspective, to say the least. That is a good perspective on that. I haven't checked that stat, but I do trust you. And yeah, maybe that might be so. But at the end of the day, it's like saying the Bravka plays good with his feet, so he needs to be my goalkeeper. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? I think that players have positions for a reason, and they need to be able to get the job done, do it well, and then you can look at the side situations and judge from there. So I think he needs to be a good attacker, a good thinker, a good creator. Has to have a nice shot, which to a certain extent he does. He just needs to aim right in a lot of ways, and be unselfish to a certain extent. Because when eventually when you're an attacker, you will find yourself being guarded and somebody open, and you have to be not selfish, and be able to pass the ball to the open man, which he did in this match. He did do that. Aya says, beautiful goal by Sunderland player. Oh yeah, yeah. But no, I'm upset about that because if he wouldn't have done that, then Isak would have had uh, a hat trick, and to me that was the most important thing. Like Isak should have had a hat trick. That would have been everything. He would have been proclaimed, and he still is probably. I don't know what you guys think, but he is probably Isak is the new Mackham Slayer. He must be. He must be. So and then Inter Yamaha says, hey, we should sign him. We need a good poacher. Clearly knows where the goal is. Jessica Noble says, ha ha, should I get the tissue out for the Sunderland fans? Sunderland got beat by Newcastle. Yeah, man. The Mackems have been slayed. The task has been completed, ladies and gentlemen. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Inter Yamaha says, if Miguel was good with both feet, he would be a world beater. Amount of time he gets into positions to cross with his right is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that. But he's 29 years old, and at this point in time, man, it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, to say the least. I don't think it's going to happen. By the way, hey, do you like my background, man? Look at my background. I got a lot of nice memorabilia, a lot of Newcastle stuff, of course, on the top. I got some Inter Milan stuff right there. Zanetti. I got a nice players from my childhood, all these players that I grew up watching, and I got my River Plate jersey. Please, if you are a Newcastle fan, don't get upset that I have a red and white shirt. That is a River Plate jersey. It's nothing else. The biggest club in Argentina and one of the biggest in South America. And then, of course, I got Alan Shearer here, Alan Shearer there, Bruno Guimaraes, and I got Kevin Keegan, St. James's Park, right there, Park, Northeastern one. And the main guy right there, that's Bobby Robson. And on top, the one and only Nobi Solano. So, let me know whether you like that. Red and white is England for me. Mackems are just imposters, says Inter Yamaha. No question, man. No questions at all. Let me know what you think about this match, man. Let's keep commenting. Let's keep chatting. A lot of people on the stream right now. Smash the like button. If you're a Newcastle fan, smash the like button. There's a lot of reasons as to why you should be smashing the like button. Smash the like button because you're a Newcastle fan. Smash the like button because Sunderland lost. Smash the like button because we slayed the Mackems today. Smash the like button 4 times because Isak is the new Mackem Slayer. We've been wanting one of those, man. I thought it was going to be Joe Linton, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously he's a midfielder, but at this point, and I thought that we were going to see a lot of craziness and a lot of flipping the bodies over by Joe Linton and being a wrestler and that he is. But we got some restraint. And that is a good thing. That is one of the things that you can say that we held back on. We definitely held back on is that, the fact that we could have easily had a red card here, Bruno Guimaraes get sent off, or Joe Linton get sent off. But at the end of the day, we were able to restrain ourselves. And actually, it was Sunderland players that were losing their mind. They were losing their mind. This guy that we were talking about with Semper, he said, who was the guy who was the guy that pulled on Gordon's shirt, and whoever it was, he was getting out of control. And I mean, I do, and Gordon did, tell him get the hell off of me as well. So we're no victims here, but you see how Isak came on, man. Isak came on and pushed him off. It's like, man, what you trying to do with my guy? This is the thing about Newcastle, man. We just had a bad run of injuries. We had a fatigue. We also had, of course, bad performances. But at the end of the day, we have killers. We have killers, man. We have bodybuilders. We have slayers. You know what I mean? We have guys that you don't mess around with. We have guys that are good footballers, but if you see them in a dark alley, you walk the other way. We have those type of guys playing for Newcastle United, and I think that is really good and powerful for the team, to say the least. Yama says, "Who would you say was the Mackham's best player?" I'd honestly say that defender who caused 2 goals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, well, actually, it was Ballard with the own goal, and then Ekwa, the midfielder, with the bad mistake. That was a bad mistake, and that was one of those guys that caused goals. But I mean, if you really think about it from the Mackham's perspective, Joe Bellingham, who actually was rumored to come to Newcastle, just wasn't it today. I mean, he wasn't really up to par. Clark was supposed to be the threat that they had, didn't play well at all. Um, and so Pritchard was supposed to be one of those guys as well. To be honest with you, I don't even think I would just say Dan Neal. I mean, I don't know. I think that he was making plays in the middle. He was getting stuff done. But to be honest with you, I think all players made bad mistakes. Um, yeah, I mean, you can't say that the Ekwa guy and the Ballard guy they can't be on there. For us, they could be because we were able to score. So, that was amazing. That was crazy. Big up everybody, man! Smash the like button, of course. If you're a Newcastle fan, if you hate Sunderland, if you love that we slayed the Mackham, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the American Magpie. Subscribe, man, because we got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. Match review with a panel. Match review. You're gonna see a lot of Sunderland. Oh my God, Newcastle fans. There are YouTubers that talk about this. Come on the show and have a full match review with lineup talk with all the post match analysis. Right now, what we're doing is just reacting, instant match reaction to the murder scene at the Stadium of Shite that happened today. And the culpable people are Newcastle United. They are the murderers. They are the people that should be convicted for the slaying that happened in the Stadium of Shite. Lewis says, just shows how shite the Mackems are, that your best player is the one who concedes too. Yeah, big up. Yeah, that's 100%. Farmer says Newcastle did a good job at managing the game. Never worried, never hurried, and for the most part. Yeah, that is the biggest thing, though. That is the biggest thing, is that if you look at the match, you can't say that Newcastle uh you can't say that Newcastle, you know, just obliterated them. We can't say that. But we were just so much better than them. And we were just there was no way, shape, or form that we were going to lose this game, because what Farmer right there is saying is important. We were so good at keeping up with the pace. Bruno Guimaraes was amazing at that. Maintaining the pace, knowing that we are better and that the goals will come. We just keep doing the thing. And no, if you listen to me, throughout the watch along that we did, I was a fool. I mean, because I was like, man, we need to score, we need to do this, we need to do that. But because I'm a fan and I'm watching the game as a fan, and then when you get to analyze the game, you think, wow, Newcastle really took care of business, because we weren't too crazy. We maintained the level of composure, because if we would have just went out there, keep going and keep going, they would have had an open space and maybe scored, and they would have been in the shit show. It would have been a shit show, 100%. And and we were just even keel. We were just good, man. We were just too good. And then again, we got to keep up that performance. We got to keep up with those performances, 100%. IS Play says, "Hey, IS, man, you changed your profile picture, man. I know, I remember you, brother. I know." It says, Isak gonna come back to a statue labeled the Mackem as Mackem Slayer. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%, 100%. I do agree with that. I thought it was gonna be Joe Linton, but yes, it certainly is Isak. Yama says, "Hey, it was man against boys out there, Farmer. We show there's levels to this." Lewis is very nice and settled with his stuff, man. Inter Yama. Inter Yama is very settled with his takes, man. He always giving them. He's always killing the Mackems subtly and cool and smooth, man. But you guys haven't told me yet who you think the man of the match is. You haven't told me that yet. Come on, man. Let me know who you think the man of the match is for Newcastle United. I would like to know who you believe was the man of the match. We have a lot of options, to be honest with you. Even Anthony Gordon could get a little bit of love there. I don't think he was. I think he must have been one of the few guys. But ultimately, man, you got Isak, of course. You got Guimaraes. You got Almiron. Some people might like. I would put fourth Anthony Gordon because he was most active. You can actually put Trippier there. You can put Trippier there. Trippier had a good, decent game, a really good game by Trippier. You know what I mean? So I think it was a good deal. Richard says that ref was terrible today. Big up, Richard. I think this is the first time you're on the show, man. Welcome music for Richard. Big up, Richard, man. Welcome to the show. I think this is your first time. It says that ref was terrible today. I don't know. I don't know if it was terrible. Um, I mean, I think that referee was just sometimes referees, and we gotta understand this. They are put in a lot of pressure as well because they like, man, we got to finish with 22 players. We can't be stupid. I mean, we can't. I think he was decent. Somebody that was a team that was winning 2-0, and that last play, if he doesn't call that penalty, then we would have that would have been a disservice. But he could have been like, "Look, they're winning already. I'm not going to get in trouble." And for the most part, the way football goes and the way fans react, maybe we wouldn't have even said nothing. I would have because I don't. I know how I am. But for the most part, fans would have ignored that part. So I think that just I don't know. I think he was all right. It wasn't the greatest, but I think he went unnoticed, and that's at least what you can ask for a referee. Jordici says, "I'm happy for Eddie Howe. It takes pressure off for a while." Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think that is the biggest thing right now. You need to get off and actually have some time off. It was great that we didn't go crazy and we were prepared for this match and we played it the way we should have played it. Tranquility, and we were with tranquility. We knew that we were going to get there, and we did get there. So ultimately, it was a great planned game as well for Eddie Howe and the team, and the players, of course, executed the play nicely, and ultimately, that's that was the biggest deal right now for us, and to move forward. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. At the end of the day, it's one of those things. You still played against the championship team in Sunderland. I know that it was a rival. It is a rival, and we still got a lot to do. But to be fair with you, they are a poor team, and I want to see what happens in the next one. Like if you look at the hold on, let me look. Let me look at uh the schedule. The schedule don't look too good, obviously, right? The schedule don't look too good because if we look at Newcastle's, um, come on. If you look at Newcastle's, yeah. If you look at our calendar, it ain't looking too good. It's not looking too good, man. We got Man City next Saturday. Um, we got Aston Villa as well, and that's going to be tough away. That's in January 30th. So I mean, we got a lot of work to do. And by the way, that's January 13th. Oh man, is the international break? Is the international friendlies or what the hell is going on? Because or is it the FA Cup again? What is happening that we're not playing? Or is it yeah? What is happening that we're not playing for another week and a half almost? Let me know. No, actually 2 weeks. That must be an international break. Yeah, let me know what's happening right there because I have no idea. But yeah, yeah. It's one of those things. IS Gameplay says, "Emergency alert! You're not subscribed to the to the American Magpie." Hey, man, if you're not subscribed to the American Magpie, you come on, man, come on, the dark world of Newcastle United, a fan channel. Listen, we try to keep it, nice and entertaining. And so I know I have an American accent. I am American, but at the end of the day, I know that a lot of people are not used to that and they rather go to somebody that sounds like them or they're familiar with. But look, I feel like I'm a nice guy, so come on and we can have a nice chat about Newcastle and grow this channel, grow this community. It helps Newcastle grow immensely along the world, here in the United States as well. There's a lot of fans in the United States, Newcastle fans. So we got to share the love, man. If we ever want to be an immense big club, we already are one of them. Come on, and come on, we got to grow the fan base all over the world. Look at. I just give this example all the time. As bad as Manchester United suck, and they have sucked for 10+ years. Look how much money they make a year. Look how their fan base still goes strong because it's worldwide. If we only think that imagine if their fans was just in Manchester, they would be a shit club, a poor club. But they're able to get it done with fans all over the world. So yeah, man, we got to be open to everybody. Big up to IS, of course. I think IS is from Newcastle as well. So Farmer says, indeed, Yama Navy man versus Puddle Pirates. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yama says, yeah, Tripper played well as well. Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, he did. He did. And that's one of the things, Tripper was really great. Um, and that is a good thing to mention, even though that we're used to his performances. It's a good thing to mention that Tripper was good because he's been getting a lot of hate, a lot of stuff going on, and certainly so. To be honest with you, he made those mistakes. Um, but hopefully he's able to turn things around because at the end of the day, it's only beneficial to us. Yamas says the ref was old school and let everything go until he started handing out silly cards. Why did Gordon get one and not the Sunderland player who both pushed him? Yeah, that is 100%. Hopefully, Alexander Isak didn't get a card, and and he was uh, he's the one that pushed off that one player. But if you look at Sunderland, they got 4 yellow cards and we got 2. So you know, to say the least, we got less cards than them. So John Spence, man, Bruno, mother than Biggie. You said mother or better or mother than me. What does that mean? But John Spence, I think this is your first time on the show, brother. So welcome. Let me give you the welcome music. Welcome to the show. Welcome, John Spence. Or maybe not. Maybe I've seen you before. Maybe you're not active. Something might be going on. But yeah, IS Gameplay says my man of the match is Gordon. Look at that. See, I told you somebody's going to say Gordon. He always pushing for another one, etc. He wanted to win. He pushed himself to the end. Yeah, I do agree with that. I just would like him to better his finishing a little bit. But yeah, I agree with you. He is nonstop and he is relentless. Farmer says a referee did miss a couple of early calls, but he did better as the game progressed, somewhat like Toon did. Yeah, 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 that is true. That is true. Tony Dinsdale. Tony, is this your first time on the show, man? Big up to you and welcome music for you, brother. He says, well done, lads. Professional job. Northeast top boys. Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to Tony and all the lads. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Big up to Semper. He is the number 300 subscriber of the channel. So hopefully you guys are subscribed. Tony, as long as Greg Long. I think this is your first time as well. I believe it's the third round replays. So big up to you. Welcome music to you, brother. Big up, man. Big up to you, Greg. Subscribe to the channel, please, if you haven't already done so. Yama says the Northeast is black and white, and Sunderland still stinks of shite. John says, yes, my first time on. I meant to say Bruno, man of the match. Okay, I got you. John, man, if you haven't subscribed, brother, subscribe, please, if you can, man. I appreciate it if you do. Of course, it helps us a lot to keep growing. But listen, I think that we're gonna be calling this one off. It's been a long morning of shows for me. But regardless, I appreciate everybody coming on. I appreciate everybody having their say. Smash the like button on your way out if you haven't already done so. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so as well. I am Chris, the American Magpie. And of course, tomorrow we will have a match review with a panel to discuss what's happening, in this match. More in depth, more professional analysis. Right now, it was just me banting and ranting with a lot of you guys. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is a good channel for magpies, for all magpies all over the world. And yeah, man, just big up. It's been a long morning. I've been up since 5 in the morning, man. Damn, 5 in the morning, or really early in the morning to come do the shows, watch alongs, and of course the post match reaction. So I appreciate everybody um, for the love, and let's grow this Magpie community, man. I really appreciate everybody. I hate to leave people on watching, but I have to. My family's waiting down for breakfast slash lunch a little bit. Well, breakfast actually. But yeah, man. Jason Brown, big up to you. I think this is your first time as well. So welcome music to you, brother. Jason Brown says, "Well done, sir. This channel will grow from Newcastle Respect." Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I think you might be new as well, and so please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and help us out, man. And we have live shows every week, almost every day. So you can always come on and interact. What the hell is that? Come on and interact. Have your say. We always get to every comment, and I mean, I guess once we get big, we won't be able to read every comment, but regardless, we will try to do so. This is a channel where you can have your say on anything. You can have your opinion. Big up Lewis, by the way. You can have your opinion on anything, whether whatever you think of Newcastle, whether you agree or disagree. Maybe you think it's 1% of Newcastle fan base. It doesn't matter. Here you have your say, and we respect everybody's opinion. We might not agree, and we might get into a discussion, but regardless, subscribe to the channel, and everybody is welcome here. We don't ban anybody unless you're really being stupid. Um, but we will never ban you because of your opinion. You can have whatever your opinion it is. You might want Eddie Howe out. 90% is gonna be not gonna agree with you. But regardless, you're not gonna get banned, you're not gonna get censored. This is an uncensored channel for all magpies. Regardless, I appreciate you. Lewis says, well, we'll beat the little team down the road. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We did. Regardless, man, I appreciate everybody coming on. Of course, we will see you on the next one. I appreciate everybody. Peace out. See you tomorrow on the live show.